Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, December 28th, 2018. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Two bills were passed in the Nevis Island Assembly today, Friday, December 28th, 2018. Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley, tabled the Nevis Business Corporation Amendment Bill 2018 and the Nevis Limited Liability Company Amendment Bill 2018. The Nevis Business Corporation Amendment Bill 2018 replaces the Nevis Business Corporation Ordinance No. 1 of 2017. The Nevis Limited Liability Company Amendment Bill 2018 replaces the Nevis Limited Liability Company Ordinance No. 2 of 2017.
We're meeting the deadline imposed by the EU. We have approached this in good faith to do what we think they want us to do, and that is to repeal the tax-exempt provisions that hitherto existed for the island of Nevis under the Nevis Business Corporation Ordinance and the Limited Liability Company Ordinance. I am speaking to both, as I said, because both seek to achieve the same thing. So we are repealing the tax-exempt status, but we are grandfathering or saving the provision until June 2021, 30th of June, for those existing entities or entities formed before December 31st. 2018. Anything formed after December 31st, 2018 will not benefit from a tax exemption. And so what we feel the EU wants us to do, which is to have the same tax regime for local companies as for these entities formed under this legislation, that will be achieved for new entities being formed after December 31st. But the thousands, many thousands of entities that currently exist on our books, they will continue to get the tax-exempt status until June 30th, 2021.
Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley. 15 awards were presented to officers in the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs when the ministry held its Employee of the Year cocktail. The event, which was held at Government House at Bath Plains, saw Erin Hadley of the Public Health Department receiving the Rookie of the Year award, Adrian Douglas of the Alexandra Hospital receiving the Extra Mile award, Chanel Nisbet of the Health Promotion Unit receiving the Leadership award. The Public Health Department's maintenance team receiving the Team Impact Award, Patricia Fleming of Community Nursing Services receiving the Long Service Award, Margaret Marshall of the Environmental Health Unit receiving the Most Senior Female Employee Award, Candor Freeman of the Alexandra Hospital receiving the Outstanding Customer Service Award, and Eddie Richards of the Alexandra Hospital receiving the Most Senior Male Employee Award. Employee of the Year awards were also presented to Delia Simmons of the Public Health Department, Chandrika Prasad Wallace of the Alexandra Hospital, and Wayne Maynard of the Gender Affairs Division. Special awards were also presented to Shelley Jones-Libert of the Gender Affairs Division and Health Planner Shalisa Martin Clark.
We have two very special awards. This recipient entered the service in 1980, worked in the Ministry of Health from 1997 to the present date. She has worked in several ministries throughout the civil service. This woman is a noteworthy, seasoned administrative officer and will be most remembered for all her duties. Sadly, she'll be leaving us in 2019. We would like to take this opportunity to thank her for her many years of service. We are speaking no other than Mrs. Hyacinth Clark. Congratulations, Hyacinth. This woman entered the service in 2003. She worked in the Ministry of Health from 2004 until present. She did a stint at the Alexandria Hospital Labs, and thereafter was attached to the HIV/AIDS unit. She continued to soar and later became the health planner and then the permanent secretary for the Ministry of Health. We take this opportunity to thank her for her years of service to the MOH. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. As the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, Mrs. Nicole Slack-Libert comes forward to receive her award.
The Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs Employee of the Year Awards cocktail was held on December 13th. Still to come, Deputy Premier gives update on Newcastle Police Station. The details after this break.
Hey girl, what's up? What brings you by?
Girl, I got awesome news from Inland Revenue Department.
What awesome news is that? The only news that I get from the department is that they got to spend money. What the news be?
The Inland Revenue Department is waiving all interest on your outstanding property tax bills in excess of $100.
What? What are you saying? So wait, if my interest is $1,000, how much I got to pay?
All you're required to pay is the $100 and the outstanding tax due. If for some reason you are unable to pay your property tax in full this month, the department is also offering payment arrangement plans to make settlement easier. But remember, you have to come to the department between November 1st and December 31st to qualify.
Inland Revenue doing big things. I like it. This is a great way to encourage payment and still allow the taxpayer to save some dollars.
So girl, look at it this way. You can use your extra $900 on the VAT reduction day in December. So be a responsible tax citizen and get your property taxes paid in full.
Welcome back. A number of measures have been taken to enhance the security and the safety of Shaw's Road in Newcastle. Deputy Premier and Area Representative for St. James Parish, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers, recently visited the site where he gave an update on the project.
We have just erected some speed limit signs of 20 miles per hour. We have also done some painting of all of the poles, the electricity poles that are on the eastern side of the road heading up beyond Mount Nevis. The reason for doing so is because of the limited space or the limited setback that you have going all the way up to the top of Shaw's Road. The poles are literally in the road. There isn't anything much that can be done since we do not erect poles on persons' properties anymore. So there's a limited setback there. So at nights it was somewhat difficult to see these poles. So we would have engaged the officer in charge of Her Majesty's Prison, and that is Officer Sean Edwards, who would have worked with us in terms of assisting us with a few inmates of Her Majesty's Prison up there at Russell's Rest. And they would have come here over the course of just about 2 weeks and have painted all of the poles, all of the electricity poles, heading up on the eastern side of Shaw's Road.
As noted by Minister Jeffers, the project has not only led to the safety of Shaw's Road, but also the beautification of the area.
The speed limit signs that were erected yesterday, that was also done to improve safety on the road. Safety for the drivers, safety for pedestrians, safety for passengers on the buses and also cars that traverse the area, and also even animals. It is a beautiful piece of road, and that is why we have sought to do the things that are necessary to ensure that we maintain the beauty that comes along with the road. As a matter of fact, we have also employed someone to keep the side of the roads clean, and he has been doing a marvelous job so far. So when you drive up Shaw's Road now, the environment as compared to what it once was is vastly improved, and I think more persons are traversing the area now, even just to take a look. And we welcome that.
Minister Jeffers also thanked everyone who has been instrumental in the project so far, adding that the second phase of the project is set to commence in the first quarter of 2019. Deputy Premier and Area Representative for St. James Parish, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers, also visited the site of the Newcastle Police Station on December 19th, 1 year since the construction of the police station began. He said he is pleased with the progress.
Well, I am happy and I'm pleased that we are able to take on this project and to do what is necessary to ensure that we maintain the level of safety and security and the presence of the police here in the Newcastle area, and by extension in St. James or the windward side of the island.
Given the update, Minister Jeffers, who is also the minister responsible for the project, spoke about some of the advantages of the police station, one of which is the deck at the top of the building.
That particular deck was designed in such a way so as to give the policemen and the fire officers who will be here some added view of the entire Newcastle area. Because of the height, of course, you can see all the way into Frigate Bay or the peninsula area, and also you can see beyond Nisbet Plantation and all the way up to Shaw's Road, Garners and those areas. So it is meant to provide that type of a view so that at least the police who would be stationed here can monitor what is happening in and around the Newcastle area.
Minister Jeffers also commended the entire construction team for the work it has done.
We are happy that we have gotten this far. Plastering is being done on the inside and also on the main deck at the top. And I want to commend, as always, I did so last time and every time I get a chance to speak, I want to commend all of the persons who are involved, meaning the general contractor, that is Mr. Jasper Stapleton, the subcontractor in electrical contractor, that is Mr. Lawrence Baker Brandy, and also the plumber, Mr. Theo Wallace. All of the workers who work along with these particular contractors are also, they must be commended.
The project, according to Minister Jeffers, is expected to be completed by the middle of 2019. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.